Okay. Once more, I want to visit the site where the governor of Anambra State is constructing the flyover at the Agwatu local government headquarters, Ekwuluobia. That road, it's an intersection that leads to one part to Oko, the other side into Ekwuluobia, Agulezechukwu, Achina. And if you go front, it leads you to Nanka, Agolo. And on your left, it takes you back to Ibuku, Ichida. Now, you can see from here, the road that you knew it before is been cordoned off. It takes you now into Ekwuluobia for you to look at what is happening at that site. One must note, and very striking too, that the road leading to the site, that is the inner roads of Ekwuluobia, are all almost paved with gold. They are in good conditions. That a pregnant woman, if care is not taken, could have a miscarriage. That's another story for another day. It shows that there are so many roads yet undone in Ekwuluobia. Not only Ekwuluobia, so many communities in Anambra. We are now going to get into the site of this project. In a long while, this is my first time of coming to this project site. I'm indeed excited and at the same time really looking forward to see what is happening at that site. Join me and enjoy this journey as usual. For those of you who haven't subscribed to this platform, please, by all means, pause this video, click on the subscribe button, click on the share button, come back and join me, and let's take this work together.
Okay. Live at the site of the Ekwuluobia Flyover being constructed by the Soludo administration. This is so far the pillars that can be seen. When we turn left, this is Ekwuluobia Agolo Road. This road that you're looking at leads to Agolo and Isofia Agolo. Isofia Nanka Agolo. When you turn right here, this is the intersection at Ekwuluobia. Then we zoom, we will still go there later. You will see the Ekwuluobia Agulezechukwu Ezinifite Mkpologu Oga Road. So far, the work here is ongoing. The people that I have spoken to who do not want to be recorded, they say that they are happy that this flyover is indeed coming up. It appears the government is serious in making sure that this project stands. Let's look at some of the buildings destroyed, and the people are yet to really put them or fix them. If you know this place very well, where you have those machineries used to be the old roundabout, those moving machineries. Exactly where you have these GP tanks, these are black tanks, is where you had old filling station. Also, there was another old filling station that was converted into a park over there. For those of you who know this place very well, you still see the Zenith Bank appears to be the only bank standing. You turn left, there you had the motor parks, right? So the motor parks, and you can see the pillars here. And you come again if you want to go to Obosisi, where they used to sell wood and the building materials. That's on your right. You can still see some building material merchants here. Some of them have lost their shops. It is to our understanding that some buildings or most buildings were compensated, building owners. But what bugs some Anambra citizens is that we would have thought that, like these building materials, that their site would have been finished before the demolition, so that you basically move them to a new site and they would then move there. But it appears some of the lock-up shops built in Ezinifite and Mbologu lock-up shops are now to accommodate them. You know, when one business venture closes, another one starts. So the people are now moving to Ezinifite and Mbologu, taking those lock-up shops to restart their business. It appears a welcome development that this place will be built properly. You know, our argument on this platform has always remained consistent. You cannot make an omelette without breaking eggs. As it is, if we want to have a developed place, you need to have a proper place, and we have to sadly lose some properties, right, in order to get what we want. Again, I do not know the timeline, and I will find out if any of these persons will want to speak to us on camera. If they do, then that will be a nice one. Morning, you don't stay hungry like this.
For some strange reason, people in this part of the world are always afraid to speak to someone whenever camera appears. But luckily, I got one individual who agreed to speak to me on camera.
May I know your name?
My name is Ngozi.
Okay. You are here at the Ekwuluobia. This is a police station, right? Yes. I believe. Was a police station. And is still a police station?
Yes.
Okay. So, what's your impression about the work being done so far?
Yeah, as I'm seeing the work, they are trying. And I like the work. Yes. And people like the work. So.
And the people like the work too.
Yes.
Can you confirm if the people, to your knowledge, we hear that people were not paid compensation, is that true? Or do you think that's true or not?
They compensate everybody.
Okay, they compensated people.
Yes.
Okay. But, and they said they're going to finish within 18 months. Do you think they will finish within 18 months?
Well, I don't know, sir.
You don't
but
know
I'm seeing the work is going fast.
So fast?
Yes.
I think they've said they've done just 2 months now.
I'm seeing it. They may finish it.
Within 18 months?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
I went back to the construction site looking for who is in charge, and I was introduced to the project manager, whom I eventually became friends with, and we exchanged numbers and took selfie. My understanding is that people were paid compensation for those buildings that were destroyed. Where there appeared to be a slight hack was on those individuals with petrol station, or rather the filling stations. They argue that they weren't paid the right amount, but hey, I think this issue could be resolved with the government. While speaking to the project manager, it became apparent that the timeline of this project is 18 months, and they are, with actual work, less than 3 months into this work. The project manager made me understand that this project will be delivered before or around Christmas 2024. So people of Ekwuluobia and Agwata, or anyone coming around this side, by next Christmas, after this 2023, next year Christmas, this project probably would have been delivered. Part of the scope for this project includes 1 kilometer road both sides. That means there's going to be a kilometer of road to be constructed by this company from Ekwuluobia and from Nanka side of this. While we were speaking, a very good friend of mine, His Royal Highness Igwe Onyeneke, the traditional ruler of Ekwuluobia, appeared on the scene to also inspect work. I greeted him, exchanged pleasantries, and now joined him before I left to once more inspect and go around the site that I had already seen before. Knowing me, I cannot climb an Iroko tree without finding ways to fetch firewood. In essence, of course, I had to extract an interview, and as I went around with him, in as much as it wasn't in my itinerary before, but that was an opportunity, and I took advantage of that opportunity and spoke to him as to what he thinks about what is happening within the community that he oversees. He was so shocked that he couldn't recognize the old roundabout.
Daalụ. Kedu ka obi dị gị dịka isi fụ ihe a na-alụ n'ebe a? Ọ dị egwu. Amaghị m na dịka etu m si fụ ya n'August, towards the end of August, about 5 weeks ago. Amaghị m na ị ga-erugo this stage by now. Yeah, never na-agwa anyị na a ga-deliver the project on time, 18 months from start, from beginning, bụ eziokwu. Ọ na-arụ ọrụ na-arụsi ọrụ, and all of our amaka how solid ọ dị. Ọmaka, when I came here about five weeks ago, awụbeghị ya. They were just digging and see what they have cast from 120 feet below the ground level. Ọmaka, fa na-arụ ọrụ. Thank you very much.
At this point, I had to leave the team and the project manager to continue their inspection, and I had to drive home and prepare to attend another event that I had in Anambra State. One thing is very clear. This flyover is a welcome development for the people of Anambra and Ndagwata in particular. I have not spoken to a single individual in the myriad of people that I have spoken to that is not happy with this project. But I must note that there is a worrying trend that is happening in Anambra now. A lot of the roads are failing, and they are failing rapidly, even the ones repaired recently. I would also do another video on the erosion site at Nobi, Uke, that was eventually, within this week, given a remedial work that vehicles have started passing through there again. To whom much is given, much is expected. Much is given, to Governor of Anambra State. And in the Anambra are expecting a lot. Our job is to join in holding government to account. Where they fail, we'll call them out. Where they do good, we'll give them kudos. Most of the buildings that had their frontals removed are yet to be fixed. It has indeed defaced the whole place. We use this opportunity to call on some of these landlords to speed up the work to ensure that once this project is completed, that the environment would also wear a new look with the buildings all fixed. I highlighted before that the only bank that survived was the Zenith Bank, which I later learned had also some of the frontals removed. But because obviously these are corporate entities, they were able to rebuild the bank quickly. And also the First Bank is also now operational. But majority of the banks on that road, including shops, plazas, were all affected. And to our information, they received compensations. Obviously, some of them may, that is my thinking, may be thinking at this point, we do not know if we build again or rebuild, that we may still lose something. So let's wait until they have done so that we can start rebuilding. Be that as it may, this project is a welcomed project. If you haven't subscribed to this platform, by all means, please click on the subscribe button. Do not forget to click on the notification button as well, so that anytime we upload new videos or come online, you will be among the first to know. Once more, this is Njenje Media TV. We hope and believe that you enjoyed this little documentary on Ekwuluobia Flyover in Agwata local government of Anambra State. Remain blessed.